everyone. Today we are going to read a story named Aztec the Prince. So come on, let's read. It will be very fun. The Aztec and the Prince. There was once an Aztec who wandered from palace to palace. Place to place. He had no worldly possessions and led a very simple life. Once he reached the city of Banaras. The king of Banaras was a pious man. He respectfully invited the ascetic as the king royal's guest. He was treated with great respect and every care was taken so that he could meditate peacefully without any disturbance. The king had some named Dut Kumar. The king gave his son everything he deserved. He had all the comforts one could think of. The prince was, however, not good-natured. He was very ill-tempered and bad-mannered. The king and his wife tried their best to change the nature of their child, but they could not do so. All their efforts failed. This made them very, very, very sad. The king said his wife one day, "He is the heir to the throne. Who will tolerate ill-tempered king? Maybe the Aztec can help us improve our son's behavior." The queen said to the king. The king liked this idea very much. Immediately went to the ascetic and requested him for guidance. The ascetic is promised to help them. One day, the Aztec asked the prince, "We're strolling in the royal garden." The Aztec pointed at the plant and asked the prince to taste the leaf of that plant. Feeling curious, the prince tasted the leaf. It was so bitter, then he immediately spat out. The prince looked at the Aztec questioningly. The Aztec said, "It is a leaf of a young plant, yet it is so bitter. Imagine how bitter it would taste when the tree grew up." The prince kept quiet. "You are a young boy, and yet you have a terrible temper. Your own father cannot tolerate it. Was so imagine how the others feel as you mature into an adult. The bad qualities will grow manifold, just like the bitterness of the leaves of the tree." On hearing the words of Aztec, the prince realized his mistake. That day onwards, he started speaking politely to others. So, as you could see, moral of the is, behave towards the other as would you like to have them behave towards you. So in this story we have seen So if you couldn't understand story, so let me tell you. There was a king there was a king who has a son, and he gave him everything he wanted, but he was very bad tempered and bad mannered. Then the king thought and that his father couldn't even control. They tried, but they couldn't. Then his father had an idea that let me told to the ascetic. Okay, so then he liked the idea, the king liked it, and her queen also answered yes. So let's try. So ascetic promised them they would help them. So one day the ascetic prince was strolling in the royal gardens. So he said, taste that leaf. So he said, you are the ascetic said, it's a leaf of a young plant, yet it's so bitter. Imagine how bitter it would taste when the trees grow. The prince kept quiet. Then he tell that your young boy, terrible temper, your own father cannot tolerate. It's so imagine how others feel. As your nature and adult, the bad qualities will grow. मतलब कि आपके अंदर बहुत ही गंदा गंदा आएगा, तो ये आप आदतें छोड़ दो. Like this leaf. So then the prince understood. Yeah, I will never do like this. So now onwards, he speaks politely, he speaks very nicely. So moral of the story is, if you behave to some others, so it will be very likeful, and if you, okay, so it will be very nice. So this was the story. Hope you like the story. If you like the story, subscribe my channel and do likes. I have made the videos, many videos. Please like my videos, please. Thank you.